In this video, I will explain you about the unit ramp function. This is also one of the basic or the elementary signals. See, unit ramp function, it is R of t, okay? R of t, this is defined as t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0, okay? So if I consider this as time axis, this is our R of t, which is the ramp function. See, at the 0 it will be equal to 0. At 1 what happens? At 1 it will be equal to t, that means it will be equal to 1. So this will be your 1. So next at t is equal to 2, it will be 2, okay? So this will be our R of t function. So if I consider from this, if I consider a slope, okay, if I consider a slope, this will be our y, this will be our x. So y is equal to, this is 2 and this is our 1, value 1, right? So 2 minus 1, that will be equal to 1, okay? Y is equal to 1. What will be your x? That is also 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. So here the slope is equal to y by x, that is equal to 1. So ramp function, this ramp function has a unit slope. So this is called as unit ramp function. Okay, if it had slope greater than this, like if it had slope 2, then it will not be a unit ramp function, but it's a ramp function. Okay, so let me consider R of t. So let us consider 2r of t now. Okay, 2r of t. In this case, at the 0, we will be having 0 itself. At t is equal to 1, we will have the value 2. Okay, we will have the value 2. Now, at t is equal to 2, we will be having 2 into 2, that is 4. Okay, so this will be 2, this will be 4. So, if I consider a slope here, okay, this is the slope if I consider, this will be 4 minus 2, that is the value 2. Here it is 1 to 2, that is 1 unit. So slope will be equal to 2 by 1, that will be equal to 2. So from this what I can conclude is, whatever the coefficient is z, okay, coefficient of R of t, that will tell us about the slope, okay, that is what is the slope of that particular function. So if we had 10 of R of t, then the slope will be equal to 10, okay. So I will consider a function x of t is equal to t. From that I can obtain ramp function. How? Okay, I will show it to you. See, this is a function t, x of t, right? X of t is equal to t. See, at 0 it is 0, at 1 it is 1, at 2 it is equal to 2. So whatever the value is here, it will be the value, okay, on the straight line, okay. So if it is minus 1, this is also minus 1. So this is a function t now. So now if I multiply this by u of t, this is nothing but our unit step signal, right? So if I multiply, this value is from 0 to infinity, means it will be equal to 0 for t less than 0, right? So if I multiply this now, this is our u of t. If I multiply this, what happens? This part for t less than 0, it will be equal to 0. Means this part, it vanishes now. Okay, it becomes 0. Only thing is, this will be multiplied with 1. That means I am getting this. Okay. So this is nothing but it is our ramp function, right? This is our R of t. So R of t, it can be written as t into u of t. Okay, t into u of t. Remember this. R of t is equal to t into u of t. Okay, see, this is actually non-causal. Remember, causal means we will be studying it later. See, causal means it will be having values for t greater than 0. Okay, it will be for t greater than 0. If it has for both t less than 0 and t greater than 0, like this, it will be called as non-causal. If it has values only for t less than 0, then it will be called as anti-causal. Okay, so this is non-causal because for t less than 0, t greater than 0, we have the values. But when it is multiplied with the unit step function, we are going to get the causal one. This is causal because it is defined only for t greater than 0. Okay, so r of t is equal to t into u of t. Next we will consider what happens when I integrate the ramp function and differentiate the ramp function. Okay, see r of t, this is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0, 0 for t less than 0. Now if I consider d by dt of r of t, that means it is equal to 1. Differentiation of t with respect to t is 1, that is for t greater than or equal to 0, and here 0 for t less than 0. Okay, that means 1. When you will obtain 1, when it is u of t, right? Unit step function has a value 1. So differentiation of r of t can be considered as u of t. Okay. Now what happens if I integrate u of t? See, minus infinity to t, u of t dt. In this case, I will split the integrals from minus infinity to 0 and then from 0 to t. Okay, see, this is u of t dt, here also u of t dt. But you know that u of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. So this will be 0, right? It doesn't have value here. So next, the remaining thing is 0 to t, u of t dt. In this case, your u of t will be equal to 1. Okay, so integration of 1 will be equal to t. So t is nothing but it is r of t, right? So integration of u of t will give you ramp function. Differentiation of that will give you the unit step function. Now if I integrate r of t, see, integration of r of t is nothing but, see, when you integrate t with respect to t, you are going to get t square by t 2, right? T greater than or equal to 0. This is 0 for t less than 0. This is nothing but it is a parabola, right? See this one. This will be t square by 2. This is a parabola. So when you integrate r of t, you are going to get a parabola. Okay. Next we will consider some of the operations that can be performed on the unit ramp function. So if I consider time scaling, see, r of at, that will be equal to, instead of t I am writing at greater than or equal to 0, here 0 for at less than 0. So this I can write it in terms of t. How? T greater than or equal to 0 by a. I will bring it to the denominator. 0 by a is nothing but it is 0. Here also 0 by a is nothing but 0. Okay, so this will be at. The magnitude is going to change here. So consider this is 0. Okay, at 1 what happens? The value will be a. So if I consider r of 2t, that will be equal to 2t, right? So 2 into 1, that will be 2. This value now, it will be 2. For 2, it will be 4. Okay, so this one will be your r of 2t. In this case, you can see the slope. Slope of r of t, that is equal to unity. Here the slope will be equal to 2 by 1, 2. So the slope is increased by the factor, right? It is now 2, whatever the r of 2t. So what if you write r of 3t? So in place of 1, that is at 1, you will be having 3. At 2, you will be having 6. So 6 minus 3 divided by 1, the slope will be 3 now. Okay. Likewise, if I consider r of t by 2, so 0, at 1, you will be having t by 2 means a is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So at t is equal to 1, you will have 1 by 2. This is your 1 by 2 value. And at 2, you will be having 1. Okay. So what will be the slope? 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2 divided by 1. So the slope is 1 by 2 in this case. Okay. This is the time scaling of your ramp function. Next, if I consider shifting, see, r of t minus t naught, r of t plus t naught. In this case, you are going to get the delayed signal. In this case, you are going to get the advanced signal. Here this is shifted towards right by t naught units. Here it is shifted towards left by t naught units. Okay, so if this will be your ramp function r of t minus t naught, from where it will start. That for to find it, you have to equate t minus t naught, that is equal to 0. So t is equal to t naught. So this will be your t naught. Okay. So here similarly, t plus t naught is equal to 0. T is equal to minus t naught. So it will start from minus t naught. So this will be your r of t plus t naught. Okay. This is your shifting operation on the ramp function. Next, if I consider reversal of the ramp function, that is r of minus t, r of minus t. So this is your r of t, right? This is your r of t. R of minus t is nothing but it is a reflection or the mirror image. So it will be flipped about the amplitude or the vertical axis. So here it will be, this one will be your r of minus t. So it comes this way. If I consider minus r of t, then what will be your value? See, r of t is here. Here there will be amplitude reversal minus r of t. So it will be like this. Amplitude reversal. Instead of positive y side, I will come towards the negative y side. Okay, that is a reversal. Amplitude reversal of the